This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple. 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
My 52. Here we go again. Watch tight end. Watch tight end to her. Tight end's right. Hey. We got 3. Three down.
Now a carry for the forward. First-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check out. 5, 6, 22. Watch the pass.
Third and long. It's Locke. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Go, get out there,
A first down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. He'll return it from the 6.
Kill. 47, Sweat, 28. 26.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Prescott. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On play action, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for number 18. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Prescott again. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now Prescott. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Some big plays in the pass.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Lott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 2, Lott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Lott. And he comes back with one complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. 20, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped. Sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, it's Johnson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Prescott now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott off play action. Going deep here for Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Block on 3rd down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Play action. It's Locke. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. On 1st and 10, Locke. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st down, it's Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Clock throwing again. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. 2nd down and goal. Luck, the quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, here's Locke. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. D.D. Westbrook in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. Breaks through the contact. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's going to take a shot right away, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the ground, this is Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's pick it up. It's outside.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Prescott yet again. Oh, Prescott stripped. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion was just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
From the 36, Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Prescott. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. First down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Prescott from the gun. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Allen's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. From the red zone now, Prescott. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's Coleman here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Duke Johnson His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Gordon, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and still feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a night.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up yardage against them.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To try again after the sack. Prescott. Open here is Allison. That's complete. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on 4th. This is Johnson. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10.
Kill. 57's the mic. Left side.
And again, it's Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I smell fear in that offense.
There we go, kill. Mike 52, Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Mike 52, Mike 26.
Prescott on first down. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Luck going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Charger drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a mad